There we go. All right, let's check the old chat here. See who's awake. There we go. Hey, Andy. How's it going? Looking at the camera. I slept in a little bit today. Rhett or Tibor. So I'm going to do a super quick jam, and then I want to build a song or the bones of a song today. So let's do a quick jam real quick. There we go. Let's see. Let's do it as. And a short pattern. All right. Anyone remember the Iron Maiden album? Seventh Son of the Seventh Son. This is not that, but the flavor's there. Let's do this one short and we'll double it a couple times. think that's five minutes into the stream. The nose makes an appearance. There we go. Okay. It's kind of plodding. I'm going to turn the tempo up a little bit. Anyway, good morning. Okay, Greg, Steve, Andy, Tibor, my case. Let's see. And emotion. Casual noises. Hey guys. Daniel Obero. Hey, Semtex Cow. Good to see you again. You're welcome back. Let's keep rolling here. Nice. A little C there. Casual noises. Let's see. Nasal evacuation was about 5 minutes, probably. Somewhere around there. Let's see. The Morphing Orb. Good morning. I think you've been before. Or maybe I've seen you in other people's streams. That's probably it, but welcome. All right. So today's going to be a little different as we are approaching the end of January. We're going to build the bones of a song today. I did a little bit there. It was a little plodding, a little depressing. So we're going to try and take it up a bit. The sounds are the same as yesterday. I haven't changed anything because I liked yesterday a lot. I want to build some sort of like a song structure out of it. So we're going to do that. Okay. And all that really, that's more of the same. It's building patterns up in a scene, and then rather than jamming across it, we'll then build up patterns in another scene, and then another scene, and we'll start moving them around. So we're going to try that. Once again, if you have questions, do tag me or put a big capital Q at the beginning. Otherwise, I may miss them. And if it's a super important question that I miss, just repeat it, and I will see it eventually. All right. LM15, hello. So let's just get started, right? In the song structure, let's work on a bass line. So we'll try and build like a little funk, not funk, but a little groove up. And so from a key perspective, we'll just stay in a minor. And that sub is very strong. Let's bring the sub down a little bit. There we go. All right, let's do that. All right, so let's just put down a 4-bar loop. Okay, the metronome's clicking in my ear. You shouldn't have to hear it. Let's see. All right, so there's our bass line. I like that. Let's do that. I could have used capture. It's not going to be long enough. Hang on a second. I need a longer loop. I won't use any fixed lengths here. All right, so that's caught. Let's do something similar that is a little bit of a variation, a little bit either harmonically or rhythmically offset from that. Let's do rhythmically offset. Okay, except I don't really like that that's note we chose there. Let's pick a different one for that first opening. I just reached into the clip and tweaked four of those notes. An op 6 there. Might want that up an octave. That's a little shrill. All right. And I've got a rhythm loop I just put in. Let's see how it feels. It's just a loop. So when I'm composing, I just pick a loop that I like or feels appropriate and throws it in. So this is like this lo-fi. I just picked it at random in like the 30 seconds before 5 o'clock rolled around. All right, so that's an A part. Let's go back here. All right. So I'm going to call that part A. All right. And we'll build another one the same way. So we will go back to our bass, and our bass was... So let's do something different. So now the bass is going to move to the B part, which will be... something like that. I'll leave the rhythm part up. So this is that horn from yesterday. I slowed the, I sped up the envelope, so it was more. But I just want the attack to be a little. Capture failed there. Let's see if I can put it here. No, it didn't. I'm gonna have to record that one. That's fine. That's the idea. Want to go through and listen to it once. All right. I like the first half of that, but not the second half. So let's just cut out the second half. Try that again here. All right. So let's flip back and forth between the A and B parts and see if we like the transition. that's the A part. That's working pretty well. And now if we move to B, see how it feels when the loop comes around. All right, so let's do a C part. All right. And those still hovered around the root. So let's move it around a bit. Let's see. Did I see Moser pop in? Hey, DP Modern Muso. Let's see. Nice. The James here, Sidejacks. Hey. Real quick. All right, Moser and hey George. About to drive to work. Drive safe, man. All right, everybody doing hellos. It's all good. I don't see any tags. Cool. All right, so let's add a little drama. So if we've been hovering around here, we're doing this. And then we did this. Let's do. Something like that. Let's see. Oop. All right. I need that to be, I think, 8 bars. Timing. Let's see. Yeah, that's a fuck up. All right, so let's just hand edit that little screw up there. Was not what I meant to do. So I'm going to, you can't see what I'm doing, but I'm going to steal the rhythmic part from the measure just before it that I liked. Do that, and I'm going to steal the measure from before and move it over and then put it up a scale degree. Should fix it. That's better. All right. We got a measure hanging off the end there. I'll close that out. And now, if that's what that's going to do, let's put... Get a little 7th son of the 7th son, kind of. I think that'll be okay. All right, let's fix the velocity on those. I got the notes down. Sometimes you just get the thought down and don't think too much about the articulation and then go nuts. Let's see. once you get it in, and then I'm like, nah, I don't like it. Kill that. Maybe we want to change the pad. Okay, hold on. A little children's choir for creepiness. Let's see. Okay, like that. All right, I think that transition's okay. Let's go from the first pattern to the child creepiness one. So if we're here, and then we jump. Yeah, that works. Let's put something on top of it, though. So if it's doing this, I gotta think about that. I don't want to bore you guys. So let's try laying that down. Except that I don't. Hang on a sec. That's it. Okay. Nose. Ugh. Yeah. All right. Whoop. Hang on a sec. Oops. Let's see, it's this one. And this has to move up. I think that's the right spot. The right key? I think. All right, that's right. So let's duplicate this. You guys are like my wife. When I'm working on music and I'm running through monitors instead of headphones, she hears the same like 4 bars over and over and over and over again as I'm doing it. It like drives her mad, right? And she goes to the kitchen and gets the knife. But today I just wanted to build the bones of a song. So you can go through parts with sort of abrupt changes, and as long as the instrumentation stays the same, that's your sort of link through the parts. All right, so I've got these parts. All right, parts A through C. And now we start playing with the jelly beans to see what happens. Change the tone a lot. Go to a major place. Oof. I don't like that one too much. And that one's okay. Right, this is the idea sort of section, because the things I did didn't hover it on the root so much. Go here, and let's change our patterns and see what it feels like. After it comes around. Here. There's actually too much reverb on these. It's kind of muddy. Let's go to the creepy kid choir. Nah. Alright, that's not working. That's okay. We're back at our beginning. Back in the minor mode. Not bad. So all this in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 tracks? It's not bad. See how much I can get done in a thin... sort of a thin arrangement. Let's do an experiment. So what I'm doing here is know what the bass does. It walks up. 1, 2, 3, 4. So on the jelly beans, what I can do is in time with the bass walking up, I can walk the jelly beans down, and it'll keep the bass on the fundamental and change everything around it. Sometimes it works. Sometimes it's not interesting. Today's like me. Maybe not that interesting. So we're in like arrangement mode, right? We're not really adding or playing much. Anyway, all right. Let's be abrupt today. Let's see what's going on in the chat here. All right. Always discussion of capes and masks. So I had a friend who told me, he was a DJ, and he said, putting on a mask when you're performing is an incredibly freeing experience. And I feel weird even considering it because it's just, I don't wear masks. So putting on a mask feels awkward, right? But he said, you put on that mask and you literally become another person. You can be whatever you want. And he said, it's very freeing. So if you have if you're shy, if you have stage fright or something like that, he's like, you put on a mask and it just goes away. So, I don't know. It's a piece of advice from my friend, James. All right. I'm looking for tags. I don't see any tags. I don't see big cues. So everybody's just chilling. Happy Friday, by the way. Woohoo! What sort of weapon would Luke have? I have no idea where the discussion is going, but okay. Just going to pass that by. There's a tag question. Is it easy to save all this in its preset state of work for later? Oh, hell yes. So for all the people who work DAWless, and I have a DAWless rig. I work DAWless. I've got recordings of me doing DAWless stuff. Working in the box like this, even, in the box, but with hardware, just being able to save state. So every synth I'm using right now, hardware synth, can save the preset. Right? So when you come back, it sounds exactly like it was. And in the software, the VSTs are all certainly that way. And the state of the program is the state of the program, right? So save. Now I can come back tomorrow and pick this up. That's the beauty of working in the box, right? Or working with things where you can save state, right? What is the state of the system? So yeah, it's awesome. I highly recommend it. It's a much, given the kind of lives we live, right? So if you get into a place where your significant other or whoever is involved in your life, or just due to the circumstances you're in, you're really busy. If you hear yourself saying, "Oh God, I'd like to work on music, but I really need a solid 3-hour block with no interruptions to get anything done." If you hear yourself saying this, I sympathize with you because I have said that before. But a big help for that is to have a system where you're working with that you can save the state of the system. Because if you've got a 3-hour block and it takes you an hour and a half to get it back to the state it was in, because you got to play with patches and tune things and tweak stuff and get all the timing right. You can set all that up. Like, it's doable, but it's so trivial when you're in a rig that's partially in the box, a hybrid system, something like that. And all your synths have presets and you can save what you did. But people are like, when people shit on synths with presets, which doesn't really happen, it's more anecdotal, like culture thing, I haven't really had, it's been a long time since I've had anyone go, presets are crap. Anyone who uses them is a loser. I've experienced that like once or twice in a forum, right? And you see crazy shit in forums. Oh, sorry. I'm in a mood today. Sorry, kids, don't swear. I see that, I have seen it, and it's kind of rare, but in the discussion, people can get, opinionated or just play devil's advocate and poke on stuff. The best part about synths with presets isn't the library they come with. Okay, it's nice to have sounds in the synths that you can go through and be inspired by and make some stuff. That's nice. And you can get a synth and people go, "Oh, its presets are terrible." Well, that's really not the point. The manufacturers, like sell synths using presets as a side thing. That's a marketing opportunity. The reason presets exist is because musicians desperately needed to be able to work efficiently, come back to their synth and have it sound the same as it sounded yesterday. That's why presets exist. They would not have been invented if not for that desire. No one invented a synth. Bob Moog, Buchla, whoever, who who was the first synth with presets? Was it Dave? Was it sequential? I don't remember. Maybe Tom Oberheim. The only reason they added presets was to save the state of the synth. They did not add them so they could sell synths with a bank of sounds in it, right? Rant. I'm ranting. Sorry. Let's see. Did you push a button there, Steve? Yes, you did. Let's see. The morphing orb's got to go. All right. Later, dude. Or dudette. The genderless morphing orb. We lost the Children of the Corn Choir. It's just in one section, right? I think it's of it as the Akira Choir, right? Anyway, let's see. DP Modern Music says, "Do you set the end point of the loop on the spot live?" I can. I have. This morning I've done it several times, but I also, Ableton will allow you to predefine the length of the loop. So I don't know if you can see this, how well you can see this on the thing. Hold on. Let me see. So there's a button over here, fixed length. You can't quite see it. When I hold it down, the selection up here becomes preset loop length. It's set for 8 bars right now, right? I could set it for 2 bars. And then when I go into a bass part, here, let's do this. We'll do an undone bass part. All right. That's the bad thing about having a loop running, is that it eventually grates on me and I come to hate it, right? But if I leave it there long enough, it'll grow on me and then I won't be able to get rid of it. Yeah. Anyway, humans are weird. So I've got fixed length set to 2 bars. So now when I hit record and play, it'll automatically cut me off at 2 bars and go or start overdubbing, right? So I hear a metronome click in my ear here. Oh, I don't actually have it activated. I set the loop length, but then, okay, so here's a good example. All right. So it recorded until I told it not to. So now I've got a bar that's 2 bars long, but it's the wrong 2 bars. So then I can click loop mode. Here's the clip that I'm looking in. I can say, oh, move the loop position back to the beginning. Make sure it's 2 bars long. It's just a couple knob turns. One, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so you could do that. Or if I'm doing a Berlin Schoolie thing, right? Let's say I want to do, I'll demonstrate actually having it active. So if I press it so the button's flashing, now the loop length auto thing is active. It's set for 2 bars. Right, it did it on its own. It started looping at 2 bars. Right, let's do this. Let's bring it down. All right, so if I run that out, double the loop length, double it again. So now it's 8 bars long. Now I take that and I duplicate it over to this instrument and I start them playing at the same time. So they're playing in unison now, right? Here it is. I can reach for the knob and I can shorten one of them. So now they're playing phasing, right? So yeah, you can reach out and just change them. Happy accident. Let's play with that. Okay, hold on. Bear with me. All right, so I got to fix the velocities there. I have morning hands. There we go. Now what happens if I jump from there to one of the other ones? There's a D part. So those two are kind of related. They're doing this sort of back and forth off 1, 2, 1, 7. Go to one of the other parts. Now I want to jump to a part that doesn't have the kids singing. I want to jump to that horn lead part, which is the B part. Anyway, so we have options. So what are we doing? So we're building patterns in sections that are related but different, and basically brainstorming, ideating a song, right? And it's not awesome. some parts of it I like more than others. There's a happy accident in there with the bass doing that. I like that. Right, maybe even without the kids choir. It's maybe better without. It's a little cliche with the kids there, right? I have to go do some patch digging, right? See if I could build something or find something that inspires me when I lay it over this. So I may sit on the couch tonight with this exported as a loop and sit there with my laptop doing sound design on one of the Korg synths virtual, trying to find something that fits over this. You know, see where it goes. Let's see. All right, Morphing Orb is out. 222. DP Modern Musa says, yeah, loop points. So we talked about that. Oh yeah, I totally use a click. So I've got a click in my headphones. I have terrible timing, so I need a metronome click. I just have it routed so you don't hear it, right? That's the trick. So occasionally the mic will pick it up if I turn the click way up because I've got a bunch of stuff going on, and then I speak, that opens the gate for the vocal mic, and then it'll pick up a little click. You'll hear that, but absolutely I use a click. All right, Kieran, you're okay with Akira choir? It sounds more like Akira to me, right? If I got some of the wood, some of the taiko drum samples, pull those out, we could do Akira kind of stuff. See you, Lamar. I can't believe you're awake, Lamar. So thank you. I hope you don't have insomnia. And let's see, and Jeff's going, got to go to work. Let's see. Kieran says, are you talking about my stream? Is this stream on at the same time through January? Yes. 5 a.m. Eastern time. Let's see. Thank you, Steve. Oh, Geo Jeff, are you new? Hey there. You have videos explaining the grid relative to guitar bass fretboard. Guitar, right? Also to piano keyboard. You have a Launchpad Pro Mark III and enjoy watching you play. Hey, thanks, Jeff. I appreciate that. When I go through this later, I usually click on new people and see if they've got anything on their channel and go listen. So if you've got some music on your channel, I will look for a comment tomorrow. Hey, VJ Franz. How's it going? Yeah, it is the Push 3 from outer space. And Jeff, that was supposed to be a question. I do have videos explaining grid in relative to bass and guitar. So if you go to my channel and search for grids, there are at least 2 videos. The most recent one is a recording of a presentation I gave at the New England Synth Fest a year ago, maybe, on how to play grids and some basic shapes and things like that. So yeah, if you're looking for references, you can also go to my website, lukestark.com/grids, I think that's still active. And that has like a PDF that you can grab that has basic shapes, basic intervals. It also talks about interval dissonance and stuff like that. Tristan Green, hey there. Hey, Pseudo Reboot and Engine Einzamal. Good morning. What are we doing today? So we're building the bones of a song, just to be different. Normally I drone or do some Berlin School and then yammer for a bit and then do some more Berlin School. And today I just got this itch to build this, just to build something. So that's what we've been doing. Let's do another one. So that children's choir is a little annoying too now, out of in context. I've got this children's choir sound that I've been fiddling with. Maybe it just wants to come down an octave. Let's do that. It may sound like moaning then, though, right? So I don't know. Let's see. Here's where we were at. We had this. I'm going to leave the rhythm out for now. Right. Then we had a variant that did this. Let's put that back up an octave. Then we had this bit. Problem is one of these, so let's talk about this. Here's a production thing. So if we just listen to the bass stuff, right? So the bass is doing this. Right? And I like this pattern because of the smear on the delay. And also like it's sustained. Yeah. All right. But when I go, blow my nose, hang on. All right, but if I jump back to the other patterns and we still have the sustain and this smear delay on, it's okay, but it's not great. I preferred that when it was no sustain and right, that has a better groove. Right, we want that. If that was sustained and delayed, it's too muddy. Right, so I've got three bass ideas, 3 clips here that don't want any delay smear, and one that does. And so I'll just make a note of that to myself to say, okay, scene 4 bass line needs ducking on the delay turned off and sustain enabled. And then I'll go into the clip and just write that in by hand. I'll manually go change the CC parameters so that when I flip between the clips, it does the right thing. Actually, here, let's just do that. So if I go, this is one that I want delay on. You can't see this because I'm not showing the screen. I really hadn't intended to do screen capture on this. But you can go into the clip and basically set an envelope to say duck off for this clip. There it is. Right, and we can also set sustain on. But if we go to the other clips, we can set duck on for all of them. So it does the right thing. Can't see me doing this, but trust me, I'm doing it. All right, and it's easy. You do it quickly. So now let's jump. So no smear delay on that one. No smear delay on that one. Or the first one. So they're all clean and they have, you know, their groove and their bite. But when I go to this one, now it's smeared. So automation, CC automation that's the kind of thing that's just convenient working in the box, right? If I had to, I mean, you can do it if you're not working the box, if you're working DAWs or something like that. You just need to make sure your sequencer gives you convenient access to CCs, and then you've got some way to control your delay, right? Whatever if it's a rack unit or a pedal unit or something like that, you may have to, as part of your performance, you may have to go over and turn it on and off, right? Or tweak the parameter. So you have options, but it's just really, really farging, try not to curse. It's really farging convenient to do it in a DAW. So, you know, but you do what you do. Tools are tools. Use the tools you want. And I like a hybrid system. Steve, the URL I gave is active, so /grids is working. Great. It should be. I just, case sensitive and stuff. Let's see. Mellotron. Are you suggesting putting a Mellotron in there? That might work. Mellotron with which sample? DP Modern Muso, like the strings or the flutes or Tristan, the NCIS groove. I do a lot of cop drama. It's like a running joke. Almost everything turns into an 80s cop drama television show theme song or sci-fi cop, Officer Benton was electrocuted in the line of duty, but that gave him powers, and now he fights crime at night as Electro Cop. Something like that. Let's see. If you're in here and you said hello and I missed you, oh hey, Large Father, welcome back. Who told you my alias? Nice. Oh, so here's something goofy. So we went to this bird. We got a thing for birds. We have plants and birds in the garden. We went to this local bird enthusiast store for bird related paraphernalia, seeds and feeders and things like that. Stuff's expensive. It's like a racket. They're like people who have sufficient time and money to think about taking care of the birds in their yard can pay through the nose for the materials. So it's like a bird feeder is like $50. It's crazy. But we went there because my wife had a thing for bats. So we have bats in our neighborhood. We live in a sort of wooded area. And she wanted to put up a bat house to attract bats to live in the area because the bats not when it's not winter, the bats will eat a huge number of mosquitoes, and we like to be outside at night. And mosquitoes are a problem once dusk hits. And she was toying with the idea of setting up some bat houses to promote bats living in our area to cut down on the amount of mosquitoes. And we haven't done it yet, but we went to a bat class. And in the bat class, it was maybe about 25 ladies and 3 guys. All right. And we're there and there's a bat teacher teaching us bat facts. And one of the bat facts is, at least for the bats in our area, the females are the sort of caregivers for the babies, and they also take care of like the home, the ones that live, they make the nest and things like that. And the male bats live sort of solo lives. They only show up to, produce progeny and then go off. And so at night, the female bats are out gathering food and eating and things like that, and making sure they can feed their babies. And the room sort of paused at that point, and it felt a little awkward. And someone goes, "And so, what are the male bats doing then?" And right on cue, I basically stood up and said, "They're out fighting crime." What do the male bats do at night? They fight crime. And surprisingly, everyone laughed. I didn't get any hate, so it was okay. Anyway, dumb side story. Let's see. We're talking about wrestling. I had an autographed picture of Sergeant Slaughter back in the 80s. That was my only claim to fame. My father did a business deal and that he was somehow peripherally related to, and one of the perks was he got an autograph photo. So, bad facts. Yeah, exactly. Good, Geo Jeff. I hope that's useful for you. Large Father. I can see that. I can see that happening. All right, Tristan. That's right. We're doing the Batman theme. We're bats and wrestling. Today is a good day in the chat. And Laura, Kieran identifies as a fruit bat. Yeah, I probably do as well. All right, fine. Okay, so anyway, so this is where we're at. Okay, I've been doing this for about an hour. I sat down, was like, let's build the bones of a song from nothing. So I'm just going to go through the patterns once. We'll listen to them, and I might transpose them around. So let's just go. And I'm going to bring the rhythm part in. I've got this drum loop sitting here. that is not awesome, and it's kind of repetitive and boring, but I'm going to, I'm just going to use it so there's some kind of rhythm track in there. So I do rhythm last. I build the songs up, and then once the songs are where I want them, like thematically, harmonically, I usually do that with a loop, just providing some kind of backbeat, and then I'll go and replace that loop with programmed drums. Generally is what I do. Once I paid a drummer to drum for me, and that was a fun experience, and it was worth it, but it was expensive, and so I just do it myself. So anyway, let's hear. Let's bring the drum part back in. Actually, we'll leave it out for the beginning for dramatic effect. We'll bring it in when we change the pattern. All right. So this is the A part. And then we'll go to the B part and bring the drums in. Oop, bad timing. This is the B part. And then a C part. Ooh. Choir's too low. That didn't work. There we go. We go back to the A part. This needs a lead over it, some kind of melody. I haven't done it yet. All right, we can wing it. Let's put a quick melody over this, just a random noodling. So we've got that. So that's our C part now with some kind of super saw melody going on there. All these sounds are changeable, right? I may change in the course of production. I don't like that choir there. I'm going to delete it. Back to our A part. So those are them. We're in the minor key. What are we in? G, F, E minor. So let's change that around. Right, we went from E, we dropped down to C Lydian, I think this is. Let's try the other parts in this mode. So we're not composing so much as arranging, which is composing, sort of. I don't know, there isn't really a distinction. I'm killing this choir, it's not working for me. Right? There are happy accidents and then there are happy, I hate this moments. Let's see what this sounds like. We're in this Lydian sort of tonality space. Let's go to the bass, smear bass part, and we'll see how that looks. Sounds. That doesn't want to have a rhythm part behind it. Back to our minor tonality. Anyway, so yeah, so where are we? We're in an hour. I think that's probably good for a Friday. Let's see. You guys are so silly. Okay. Hey, Cornish. Greetings. I saw your wave on Discord. Let's see. Composing refers to the building blocks of MIDI data, and arrangement refers to the placement of said blocks. Yeah, all right. Thank you, Large Father. That will be our definition going forward. Axel F. In that Lydian, I believe that was a Lydian. It sounded Lydian to me. I'm not a very good theory guy. Large Father is much better than me at that. It's like a feel thing. Like, I relate it to other songs. Like, if I hear a song that tonally reminds me of Message in a Bottle by The Police, I'm like, oh, Lydian. That's something that's grown up in my brain. So the bass key here is E minor. Yeah, I think. Let's play it. Where are we? Oh, let's play it in something that's not so sharp. There. I think that's E minor. I don't have perfect pitch. I don't even have relative pitch. But if we go here, yeah, because this sounds like this is Lydian, right? Because Lydian, the fourth is flat? No, sharp. I think that's right. The fourth is sharp in Lydian. Yeah. So Lydian also is the song, the theme from The Dark Crystal. If you like that movie, a Jim Henson movie, the main motif, the main sort of melody that plays when you hear the song in The Dark Crystal, whenever they do like the big dramatic majestic moments in that's what that is. You pull up some YouTube clips of The Dark Crystal, if it's got like that opening theme. That's Lydian. So this is what we're doing tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow's Lydian. Are we doing B? Is it B, Lydian? I gotta go check the notes, Andy. So tomorrow, Andy and I are gonna do another Jam Taba stream at this time, 5 a.m. US Eastern, my time, which is, I think, 10 a.m. his time. So yeah, so tomorrow's gonna be mystical drones, right? I'll try and sneak in some samples from The Dark Crystal. I'm sure that won't screw us up. It's an awesome movie. It's one of my favorites. I didn't watch the TV series, the precursor stuff. I don't know if it was any good or not, but oh man, I love The Dark Crystal. All right. Missing out on the opportunity to call it Jamkhana? No, thanks. What did Andy call it last time? He gave it Drone Taba or something like that. It was the title of his stream last time. All I know is the black keys are the bum notes, says Pseudo Reboot. They're the jazz notes, right? Hey, Peter Geist, that name seems familiar. I think you've been before. Welcome back if that's the case. Yeah, of course not. You're a boy. That's right. That's one of the favorite quotes from the movie, right? You have wings. Yeah, I don't have wings. No, you're a boy. That's one of the best parts of the movie. I don't think it would get canceled for that, right? Yeah. That just like starts making the tear ducts start flowing. Yoda's theme as well. Yep. Kieran, I'll have to go listen to that. It was Jam Tabuary. Thank you, Andy. That's what it was called. So we missed the opportunity of calling it Jam Kana, but Jam Tabuary, which was a good blending of everything. Drummer safe notes. So those are being a dumb drummer. So my dad's a drummer. That's why my rhythm parts are so bad because we don't do what our parents want us to do, right? He gave me a drum practice pad and some sticks when I was a kid and taught me how to, do some basic, exercises that I never did. So, and then my son did exactly the same thing. I got him synths and musical instruments and he fiddled around with them, but never did anything with them. And that's okay, right? Because he went on to do other interesting things that made it him, right? Them. The bad ones were Skeksis. Yeah. They were half of the good people, right? 7/8 hand stuff and 11 4-leg stuff. We should do that. I did a stream a few weeks ago where we did odd times, right? We did 7. I did a stream with 5. We're not doing that tomorrow, though. Anyway, all right. So, that's good enough for today, right? I mean, it's January, right? I was trying to do a jam. I did that in the first 10 minutes. If you just came for like the music stuff, just watch the first 10 minutes or so. I always open with a piece of music. And then, go about your life. The rest of it is just chat, silliness, and me musing and getting on soapboxes occasionally. So, Tristan says, my dad was a drummer too. He was like, do anything other than drums. So, yeah, I want to be like dad. That's too funny. Yeah. I don't know. Anyway, memories. It's all good. All right, everybody. I'm going to shut her down. Oh, man, I've had Top Chat on the whole time. Oh, well. Well, guys, for those of you who feel neglected because I didn't notice you, it's my fault. I had Top Chat running. So, all right, I'm out of here. I will talk to you guys later. I got work to do today. Have a great weekend. Tomorrow I'm going to jam with Andy Synchrotron. So you go to Synchrotron's channel. So just as advice, so we're going to jam together and we're both going to stream. So at the same time, 5 a.m. U.S. Eastern on the Synth Seeker channel and on the Synchrotron channel. Synchrotron's in the chat. You can get his name there. If you watch Andy's jam, it will be musical. And if you watch mine, it will be the same music, but with an idiot talking a lot. So that's me, right? So if you just want to vibe and hear the music, go watch Andy's. And if you want to hear me yammer, you could come watch mine. And some people put them both up at the same time, but I don't recommend that because that's like overdosing and could be harmful. So be safe, all right? I will talk to you guys later. Let me shut her down. Arno Schaff, welcome back. Sorry, I'm just ending. 5 a.m. U.S. Eastern Wookie. And then he's going to continue his stream. I don't know what it would be UK time. Is that 10 a.m. UK time, I think? Yeah. Don't cross the streams. All right. See you guys. Have a good one.